Hi everyone, this is a message from the future. In this message, I will introduce the concept of consciousness, the relation between mind, objects, and its container, which is the deep relation between mind and thoughts, consciousness and ideas. In the last message we understood that physical reality is essentially an appearance. In a sense that appear inside our consciousness first. Second, it's a mix of frequencies. At the essence we discovered that matter's energy, quantum energy. And third is a constant reflection of our ideas. Because as I said, ideas come first and physicality follows.
But which is the relation between ideas and what we call consciousness? Well, the relation is similar to objects and container.
Or to thoughts and mind, the container thoughts. So we couldn't have thoughts, if you think, without mind. So we couldn't have experience of reality without consciousness.
So we can say that ideas are objects
And consciousness is the container of all things. Because if you think, there isn't any object without something that can contain them. But it can exist a container without any object.
and this is what I call state of contemplation or total emptiness. But we will get to this later.
We can define human minds essentially made by two parts. Thoughts as the object of mind.
And mind as a field that contains them.
We are used to play with our thoughts instead to play with the field that contains them, the consciousness. Because it's easier and it's intuitive, we never stop playing with our thoughts, even when we try to meditate.
But what happens when you instead focus on the container itself that made all thoughts possible? You may tap directly into a state of awareness. I call it contemplation. Many call it meditation or mindfulness, but really is the same thing.
And we will also come to understand how the state of contemplation can give rise of intuition, better ideas, or spiritual realization. I want to give you an example of the type of relation between ideas and consciousness. I place these leaves in this cup, and I can say that the leaves are contained by the cup. But if I want to get rid of this container, I put the leaves outside. And we can see that the leaves are contained by the room. And again, if I want to get rid of this other container, I leave the leaves fly to the window. But we can see that the leaves are contained by the street. And so on. If you refer to object, you will always find a container in whatever ways. Empty your cup. It's an old Zen saying, meaning that you have to empty yourself from the full of knowledge and opinions about how reality works to start to really learn something deeper.
We are so full of information that we don't even notice it's there.
But the important thing is that you don't have to control your thoughts to get in a state of contemplation. Instead, once you focus in the container, the awareness that create the thoughts, the object, you can notice that all your thoughts start to disappear.
Without container, we can't experience any object. Without mind, we can't have thoughts.
You can have a mind full of thoughts, it's natural. You don't have to control them.
But be aware of the neutral field that is always there, waiting for you.
Consciousness is the eternal field where the game of life is played.
I said eternal field because a consciousness is a timeless, a changeless, and spaceless. Maybe the most complicated thing to explain, but I will tap into this in the next message.
The exercise for today is to come into a state of full contemplation without even trying to stop your thoughts. Instead, just move your attention to the field where all thoughts, experiences, and ideas appearing.
And you will tap maybe for the first time to the field of consciousness that have been always there.
Even if you were distracted, consciousness is always there, changeless,
Spaceless,
motionless.
timeless.
Have fun.